Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. Going to be playing, or trying to play, Akira Yuki in Special Sparring mode on hard. I don't know. Totally forget which ones I've played lately. Blah blah. Let's do camera crew. Why not? I made 3 costumes 4 or so days ago. Only the first one managed to get in a video that I posted. Then my recording glitched out and I didn't realize it. So nobody has seen these second and third costumes, and nobody has seen the Guile costume actually in action. So let's get some action. Did I mention already? I'm terrible as Akira. It was interesting though. I've been playing through Virtua Fighter 4 and 10th anniversary and 5. And in 5, they gave Akira some more moves on kind of simple inputs, basically on mostly on punch plus kick button. So I can't do, like, Akira has all these crazy moves that follow other moves and have all kinds of wonky inputs and stuff. Like this kind of thing. That stuff not so much gonna be getting to, but it's kind of air throw. Got reversals, which are also a thing I don't really try to mess with. Except for this one. This one, like, deflects everything, I guess? What that does. That wasn't in 5 as far as I saw. And not that I was very good with this, but I did actually deflect, like, one attack in 5 when I was trying it. So, yeah, where did they put... Oh, he's got a bunch of moves on all 3 buttons. That's interesting. Maybe I can do some of those. These were in 5, probably. I don't know about this. And like these charge down moves, those are kind of tricky. Oh boy. Well, it's always an adventure with Akira. We'll just see how many moves I can actually do. If it's more than 5 or so, I'm in good shape. Oh, not great so far. Come on, Team America. So forward punch is the elbow, which has kind of been a standby. There's this forward kick is a floaty kick, which gets you in big trouble if you miss, as I just demonstrated. Back plus punch plus kick is a new move. That big double-fisted thrust. It's interesting. I do love this costume though. Whoa. That hopping back and forth thing was, I think, added in Evolution, and I still don't really know how that stuff works. Oh gosh dang it. Take a hit here. That was some punch plus kick stuff. Aye. Stop it. Just kill you with a punch to the stomach. You and your little dog, too. Well, let's not get too ambitious here. I gotta get 2 more rounds before he gets 1. The thing I found in Virtua Fighter 4 where I could only do the elbow was like, if I could stay on, wow, that should count as 2 rounds. If I could stay on the offense with Akira, that worked out a lot better. The best offense, best defense is a good offense with Akira, I guess. Because his attacks do tend to keep the opponent off balance. Like, even if they're blocked, they'll kind of rock the opponent back, even if they don't technically stagger them. Or just push them back so they're not easy to counterattack. And of course, I mean, the moves that I can actually do. He has a ton more moves that are much better moves, but I can't do them.
Start running now.
Ooh, some crisp slacks, sir. Oh, you knocked me back. Mask Bandito. That was clumsy. Oh, I forgot to try those all button moves. Whoa. Camera. Dang it. Set me up. I don't know what that did. Well, all 3 buttons did not help me. Guard plus kick was not... Is that all guard plus kick is going to do? It is kind of funny that, because Akira doesn't really have kick moves, besides his regular kick and his kick from getting up from being knocked down, and then his forward, that kick. That's about all the kicks, at least as far as I can access. But he's mostly into punching people, which is fine. Or shouldering them, or elbowing them. Well, he does have a pretty good knee. Forget the knee. There's the knee. Oh, I missed my juggle with it. Or off it. I was playing him in Virtua Fighter 5 Quest mode, and you can unlock 2 more costumes after the first 2 in Quest mode, and I saw an NPC with a bare chest, like I have here, and I was so jealous, because his other... I did unlock 1 costume, but it was not a... It didn't seem to be a bare chest available costume. So I'm stuck wearing, you know, gis and things, and really just like to be able to strip down. So I'm terrible enough with Akira that I'm not super tempted to play more Quest mode in 5 with him, but I am kind of tempted to at least grind out. I gotta get a bunch of orbs, you know, to fill up an orb tray. That unlocks the 4th costume, or the next costume. Kind of tempted to do that just to get the bare chest look, assuming that is the 4th costume. Oh shoot, I should have made it. Ugh! This is the goofiest looking Jeffrey. Wow. Snake is super color coordinated though, I gotta admire that. I am a slave to color coordination. Oh no! Almost had me, Snakey. Got a Saturn on his back. Which team was this? I can't remember teams to save my life. Oh, this was, wait, on the tip of my tongue. I almost had it. It was the, TV crew, wasn't it? VF crew or whatever. Whoop! I didn't think he did that double. Oh, okay, yeah, that's working good. Shoot. So far, on balance, it's about the same as in VF5. He does have that new, like, forward punch kick. Some kind of punch kick that does that two-handed thing that does a lot of knockback. But as far as moves I can access, that does make a huge difference versus the other punch kick moves I could already do in 5. In fact, in 5, you could kind of do a simple punch kick combo. I mean, punch plus kick move combo. Wow. Well, okay, that was good. Take your little rocket launcher with you, Kaiser. I call you Wilhelm. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I thought he was gonna throw me. Do you like my big tan? I'm talking to Kaiser. Tasty Kaiser here. Kaiser, you gotta get out in the sun more. Oh, oh okay. Oh dear. Oh. Gotta get up early in the morning to beat John Q. Guile. I don't think that's Guile's. I don't know why I put John Q. I'm sure that isn't Guile's name, but it sounded good at the time. Have some boots. I gotta admit the edge as far as costumes go definitely goes to Final Showdown for Akira. Definitely less limited than in 5 and 4 for that matter. I didn't... Although 4, he's got a lot of nice costume colors you can unlock pretty easily. You can even do like a duotone D if you want. Cool. Oh no. You doing your witchery? Ah! She's doing her witchery. Wow, she didn't kill me. Oh, she killed me. Dang it, Alan. Whoop. Should try his rising punch. Oh, what? Oh, they changed it a little. Oh no! Shit. Nailing. Owie is so tricky. Oh! Wow! I can't handle her. Oh. Sitting too close to the microphone, aren't I? I mean, well, closer than usual, which means the jacked up volume level is too high and too much of me complaining coming through. Alright. Alright, Missy. Let's just see about that. And a box of goodies on the back. Like some special edition Saturn game or something. I looked at it once. What it is. Ouch. Some like Owie art book or something. And damn, ow. Whoop. Oh, you were gonna do something tricky. Uh-oh. Good. Jeez. Trashed. Oh, man. Okay, you're just gonna deflect and tech all my throws. Oh no! No. She's gonna ground throw me, which I think she can do. She kinda fainted doing it? Is that a feint or did she just miss? If it was me, I would just miss, but she tried to do a feint. Hi. Oh, screwed up. There. Stop it. Stop. Oh no! He's so weird. Can't beat an American with that kind of subtle trickery. My chest hair says nay. Oh, bats. Oh, lasers and bats. And giant sushi. Ah, crumbs. Ooh. Oh, jeez. And that kick follow-up is not really working out lately. Oh! Oh no! No! Yeah, that kick is definitely not working out. Ah! Can't hit anything with the friggin' kick. I think it got nerfed. I think the AI is just wise to it. Oh! Oh, so that uppercut is a all three button thing that I accidentally do when I'm going for a throw. I accidentally hit the third button and oh, he keeps doing that. I've never seen that throw before. Man. Oh, slugging away. I can't fight from this side. Ugh. Ooh. Wow. That animation is new. Wow, just got loaded up. Take your sushi back to Japan. I'm annexing this raft in the name of the United States of America. Should we stay on our six-member team thing? Sure, why not? 6 is a good number. Okay, new costume, never seen before. It's not actually that different than the Guile costume, but I'd say it's different enough. At least I thought so at the time. I haven't actually taken it out in a combat mission, so to speak. Oh yeah. I don't know what that's supposed to be, Koji. Your little monkey tail and clouds. Uh-oh. Whoop. Jeez, I hate that throw too. I'm not really a big fan of Eileen all around when we come right down to it. I don't like getting beat up by little shrimps. And she's not as entertaining as El Blaze is. Did it again, same thing. Oh. Okay, I'm totally getting stymied. And those evades. Yeah, can't throw her. This is where my lack of just having kind of good quick combos is hurting, because I don't have like quick flowing moves to interrupt her nonsense with so much. I have to rely on a big single strike type of thing like that. And if she blocks that, or she gets in close anyway, and it's tricky to stop her other stuff. Eileen, I want you to go away. I guess the other difficulty I'm having here is that all the Eileens I faced in 5 were really pretty weak. But this Eileen is pulling some stuff. Oh, I always fall for that. I just block thinking she's gonna do her kick move, which it looks just like, and then it's a throw. Oh, she did it again. Yeah, that's an easy win. I should just auto jab that. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, it wasn't a throw, but it was that. Now she'll give it a throw. Watch. Still don't know how that back and forth stuff actually happens. It's just like magic.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Experimenting with button combinations. Yeah, fine. Shouldn't have tried experimenting. I need to put you down. Ow! It's not fair. I call that move not fair. And that. I can't help it. I just block when I see that coming.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Whoop. Jeez, I can't interrupt that. Whoa.
Knockout.
Oh. I'm sick of this Eileen nonsense.
Round 1.
It's just not fluid enough with Akira to be able to stop it. Ugh.
Knockout.
So yeah, actually blocking either the throw version of that or the go into throw version, or well, the throw version or the low kick combo version of that hopping spin thing she does is bad. So I should just jab it as soon as I see it.
Excellent. Round 3.
But that's easier said than done with my ingrained habit. See? I need to stop blocking against her. Oh, do it again. Still blocking.
Round 4.
I did there too. Lucky she didn't do either of them. Why didn't I jab? I wasn't blocking, so I was ready to jab. There, suck it.
Knockout. Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout.
There we go. Just don't block. That's the lesson.
Ora, ora, ora!
Darn little deceptive flip of hers. It's just destroying me. That was nasty. I have to remember that. Don't block. Just kill her. Just kill.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Now, Leifei, I probably do need to block. No. Aw.
Knockout.
I keep hoping Akira will have a good, like, jump attack, but if he does, I haven't found it. I can't interrupt it.
Knockout.
Oof.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Oh. Not so much for getting the first punch in. Ah!
Knockout.
Keep trying to interrupt his katas, whatever they are. It never works. Can't get through that through my head not to do it. Just gotta block. Oh, I can't block apparently. I mean, in life, they are the two characters, probably aside from Akira, that I'm not going to be playing myself, and they're really irritating to play against. Yeah, suck it. By the way, you're not a cowboy, you're a pig boy. Can't fool me. What's really sort of surprising in all this Akira play I've been doing is that, like, I can actually do, like, not really much worse than I do with other characters, with just, like, a tiny, tiny fraction of Akira's moves, just like elbow and a couple of punch plus kick specials. Oh no, do it from the other side. Well, you're out of legs now, so that's enough. Wow. Oh, John Go. It took me this long to get that. John Go. Very, very good. Whoa. The other thing, at least with the few moves I know with Akira, he doesn't really have defensive moves like back. Well, I guess they're all his deflections, and deflections are not something I'm really good enough to use effectively, so that's the problem I have defending with Akira, I guess. He doesn't have defensive attack moves, he has... Ow! He has deflections, and he can't do deflections. Everything with Akira, like Akira's main stuff is like multi-stage, so you would deflect and then attack, and then of course his big, highly damaging attacks like the thing where he suddenly gets behind you to the side and then elbows you or whatever. That's like a 3-stage thing, and I can't do that stuff. I can barely do 1-stage attacks. I mean, it's still fun playing him. Just 'cause you're this big, rampaging, stompy guy with these huge punches. But it can be frustrating being such a useless noob with him. Big hat was getting in the way. Oh, there I go, trying to get him mid-kata. Ow! That hurt. I'm dead. Yep, fell for it again. Like, why? I keep trying to throw him when his back is to me, and that's one thing in Virtua Fighter that does annoy me, because like when he's standing there just with his back to you, and you can't just throw him, that's BS. See, I can't, I can't get it through my head. It looks like I could just throw him, but for some reason you can't. So that is aggravating. It's one of those things you gotta get used to, I guess. Out of your back turn nonsense. slug you. Forget throwing.
Knockout.
Forget throwing, forget defending. It's America.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Oh. You up? I remember whatever Jackie Chan movie that was where he was beating up some big American lug and the guy's boss was like, "What's the matter with you? Get in there, get him." And he's like, "The boss, he fights foreign." Not that I remember what movie that was. Gosh dang it. Alright, you do your little dance. I'm just gonna come in and punch you. And elbow you. And punch you.
Round 1. Ready,
And shoulder you. Maybe some knees. Occasional kick.
knockout.
See, I can jab my way out of those. Just can't throw my way out of them. Whoop. No jabs that time. Yeah, that happened before. It's almost a throw.
Knockout.
What? Come on. I think he figured out my game. Yeah, just low punch me to death. Oh, how did that miss? You knew I was going to do that. I didn't get out the way that time. No! I hate that kick now. Jab got me out of that one little blender he was trying. That wasn't an intentional evasion of his attack, I just wanted to get away from the wall. Oh no! Oh, jab did not get me out of that. See, I tried blocking and... That's why I can't keep playing Akira. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Yeah. Dang it. Ugh. Oh, you can follow that up? Son of a gun. So you can knee after the little ground slidey get up kick. Kind of purring there. Man, this is going so slow. So bad at Akira. What the heck did she just do?
Round 2.
Oh man.
Go!
That was a counter or just a regular throw? She's got reverses too. Not that she really needs them against me.
Knockout.
Have a kick, have a punch. That's about all I can do. Why? Why did so much damage?
Knockout.
Trying to do that deflection with all 3 buttons in back, but did not seem to want to go, so I'll try that again. Well, can't jab my way out against her. Not that you really can against just about anything. Yeah, nice gem. Ah, this is so bad. I'm sorry my Akira is so bad, everybody. This is probably gonna be the last Akira I'll play for a while, unless I really want to go grind out that shirtless costume in 5 quest mode. Oh! I do like that throw animation. Oh, even worse from the right side. Jesus. I was trying to do punch kick at the end there, and I just. Ugh. Nope. Okay, you're just gonna beat me with a punch every time. That's fine. Don't read my inputs or anything. Ugh. Trapped in this cage with this chick who's just too much faster than me. Too much faster? Can't use words at this point. With the throw. Ooh, throw from behind, that's fun. It's weird. I don't know what that was supposed to do though. Ugh. Whoa. Sheesh.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Oh.
Knockout.
Thank goodness. Also, this jazz piano kind of gets to me after a while. Like, jazz piano at that intensity is alright for maybe 3 rounds, but after that, it's a little much. Oh, the laser. Oh, it's right through his head. Eat those little doodads. Can't see. Big mass with a laser pinpoint in the middle.
Knockout.
Just die. You and your laser.
Round 2. Ready, go!
That's pretty much all the characters at the end of these teams have the little laser thing, and I don't know if that's their way of showing that this is kind of the boss of the team or whatever. Those things are the reason why I don't watch more like Japanese tournaments, because a lot of the players just love to equip as many of those laser things as they can on their characters. Okay, so just trying to go ham with big moves on Tirashi is kind of his whole game plan, so maybe that's I'll have to come up with something else. Like normally Taka is not that tough. But I think I'm falling right into his desired victim demographic. What? It's a small guy who's trying to just outslug me? I'll take that, says Taka. Yep. Oh man, I can't even beat Taka. This is so sad. So sad. Taka's lasers just drilling my brain out. Taka, I don't want to play Akira anymore either, really. Just let me do this, and I won't come back. I'll come back with a different character. Not Akira. Yeah.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Oop, that was weird.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Crazy jazz. Oh no! Yeah, that's not good. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh! There we go, playing this game again, yep. Ugh. No, you can do that better than me. The old whammy attacks. Oh, he missed. I meant to throw him. I didn't mean to throw.
Knockout.
Thank you. Okay. Just one more. We can do this. New costume. Why did I make 3 costumes? Because they're cool, that's why. Okay, it's got a lot of kind of cool costume pieces. Oh yeah, the man bra.
Let's see if you can walk the walk. Round 1.
That is quite the look there. Can't beat my man bra in future pants. Oh, dang it. Oh no! Oh shit.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh man. Oh why? Why did I do that? Whoa, the camera switch.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
What? Thunder dunk. Oh yeah, okay, that's what you were setting up for. Let's just back punch, I guess. Whoop. Yeah, he's gonna do that, isn't he? No! Sorry. Got a little excited there. I really hate getting hit by that repeatedly. Like once per round. It's really into that too. Ow. Can't beat anybody. Oh, this is so pathetic. Oh my goodness. There's slapping sound in there. These are super flip kicky. Oh no! Yep. Oh, you wanted to do a swift kick. No! Too many punches. Punches didn't stop. Wow, you can. Oh gosh. Oh, he suckered me. And he suckered himself. Well, finally. It's a rough time for the man bro tonight. And I'm not doing the man bro proud. This trend isn't going to get started if I can't represent a little better. Keeps your nipples warm while allowing the fresh breeze on the rest of your pecs. Too predictable with my 3 moves. Okay. Yeah, he just knows what I'm gonna do. spirit is broken.
Knockout.
Ugh. This is gonna jab everything.
The victory goes to you.
Wow. There's some interesting, I've triggered some interesting win animations tonight, but I got impatient.
It's go time.
I'm so frustrated, and I
Round one.
activate the text overlay, so I kind of spoiled it. I'm just, at this point, I'm just so frustrated and impatient I can't defend even if I wanted to. Oh, you were waiting for that. Nice. Uh-oh.
Knockout. Round three. Ready, go.
Stop blowing your breath on me. Oh, I can't do that at all.
Knockout. Round four.
I'm really paranoid about the forward kick now. I've been missing it so much. I just think it's not going to work, and I do it prematurely, and that never works.
Knockout.
Nice evade.
Round five. Ready, go.
Damage. Ooh. I don't know what to do about that. You could have just kept doing that all day, but he kind of let up the pressure by evading. This is a cool looking costume, though. Maybe not the pants quite as much as I would like. I would like them to be a little more badass looking, but they were the best I could find.
This'll hurt you more than it hurts me. Round one. Ready, go.
Beat Turpentine, that is an interesting game. I do like his boombox. Oh, it's like, what? Wait, I'm not gonna defend. Screw that.
Round two.
Defend. What kind of sucker defends Toby Turpentine? I ask you. Not space pirates. Space pirates attack. Oh. Oh no. There, see? Never block.
Round three.
It's terrible. Ah! Oh, he's really got me spaced out now. It's almost like... What if they lowered the range on the dashing elbow? Oh!
Round four. Ready, go.
face, body. It's just doing that. Did it again.
Round 5. Ready,
Breathing exercises. Oh, it's not Akira, it's Lao Chan. Okay, that's good. It's not a mirror match. Oh man.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Oh, you didn't combo that correctly. Not that I could. Whoop. Ah, he's doing stuff I don't know how to do. Unfortunately for you, Lao Chan, they put some easy moves on punch+K. Oh. The man brawl looks good in this lighting. Whoop, that was a whiff throw, alright. I mean, it's a whiff throw input, I should say. Accidentally hitting all 3 buttons, which is a perennial problem I seem to have. Yeah, it's Akira especially. That's a real throw. I thought it was somebody teching the throw, but no, that's what it's supposed to do, apparently. It throws like that. Oh, shoot! He did my slidey kick. Just slugging away. I do like that animation. Pretty cool. How does this man bra stay up, you ask? I don't know. Maybe it's tape. He's got it taped to his nipples. Mark, he's got a terrible costume. Okay. Okay, now I'm mad. Whoa.
Round 2.
Sean is just this weird, lean giant. Like, he's hunched over most of the time, so you don't really realize how tall he is. But he's tall. Also, I look taller than I actually am with my ponytail, I guess. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Oh. Wow. That was a pretty good strategy. He kept sort of stunning me without knocking me down, so I couldn't side roll away from the direction he was pushing me. Oh no. That was bad. Forward kick has really not been working for me today. It's a little... In 5, it was cleaned up. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh man. Oh no, Arg. Well, okay, I'm not enjoying playing Akira anymore. I had fun with him in 5, but the AI is so much more aggressive in Final Showdown. Not necessarily better, like, you can fight some pretty tough AIs in 5, but they aren't as just plain aggressive. So, when I was playing an aggressive Akira, I didn't get just blasted on the draw so much. But see, like, you're both gunning for it, but he's faster. Whoa. Jeez. We're gonna finish. We're gonna get out of this Akira hell. He's a cool character, I just can't play him. Jeez. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do about Jean's tricks because he's only in Final Showdown, so all my time playing 4 and 5 is completely worthless when it comes to being able to fight Jean. Well, not completely, but a lot of it is because I don't know his strategies. Jeez, he's really got that down. Break his pattern. Arg! He's just gonna keep doing it. Defending would help, but no.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go.
Oh, that was the wrong buttons to hit. Yeah, just keep going. What? Now these pants have no butt. Just weird rumples. That's a problem with pants in this game. They just added really unflattering rumples to the bottom of the thighs. Even for all the pants. Somebody at AM2 is obsessed with pants must have rumples on the bottom thigh. And on Akira, he's got straps there, so they had to move the rumples up from mid-thigh. So now they're right under his rear, and it looks particularly horrible. Oh. Oh. Get all the hits, I don't care. Yeah. Oh man, she's gonna make wings out of me. I could show her my chicken wing. Forward punch. Oh, she got the laser. That's what she makes chicken wings with. Ow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Here's my wing. Not impressed. More wings. Uh-oh. How can I block that? Ah. Eat it. She just quit when I come to the boss and their stupid laser. There's one boss that doesn't have a laser. And then there's one team, the final team, which is, I think, just called bosses or something. They almost all have lasers. So that's annoying. That's why I don't play that last team. She's just gonna snarf me. Stupid spinny evading. Yeah, I'm just jealous I can't evade at all. There's so many problems with do like a supposed to be something where you push either up or down in all three buttons to sidestep, but I guess you have to time that correctly. And not good at timing stuff that precisely.
Round one. Ready, go!
Oh, my health just bye-bye. Whoa.
Round two. Ready, go!
That is neutral. Yeah.
Round three.
Oh, man. Well, that's not an attack. Reversal. Well. Yeah, you're confused now, aren't you? Oh no! Oh, I choked that one away. Whoa. This is my boat. I'm the pirate space captain of this raft. Alright, well, that was rough. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm terrible at Akira. I'm not good at Virtua Fighter in general, but Akira, all multi-stage moves and stuff, which I can't do, so I just do is single stage moves, and that's pretty limited. Sort of speaking of limited, so that actually is the end of my playing through Virtua Fighter 4, Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary, which is kind of Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, Virtua Fighter 5, and Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown here. I've been sort of playing through different modes in all of them with all of the characters, minus Dural. So that was, I'd saved Akira for last, and I am now done. So my next project I'm giving myself is to actually do command training with the characters I'm gonna stick with, and in the games that I'm gonna stick with them with. So I think actually my next video I'm gonna try to do, if I can figure out, if I can master the technology involved in displaying Notepad or something on my recording image, and I think I'll put Virtua Fighter 4 AI fighting through Kumite in the background on the rest of the screen, so people have something more entertaining to look at. But anyway, I'm going to be going through which characters in which games I liked the most, and so sort of figuring out my plan for which characters I'm going to try to concentrate on in which games. And I was thinking at first that I would be playing, like, for instance, Lao I liked pretty much equally in all of the games. So that was 4 games. I'm not going to be playing Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary anymore because it only has the arcade modes, and those get old and it's got other shortcomings. So I'm not playing that. So it's basically just the 3 games: Virtua Fighter 4, Virtua Fighter 5, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. So I like Lao equally in all of those, and that had meant I had been thinking, well, I'll just have to play Lao in all of them. But then I was thinking, okay, well, the next thing I have to do is command training. I think you get to, yeah. Oh. So like Akira, for instance. I'm gonna miss his Guile costume though. And that would be a heck of a lot of command trainings to do command training with Lao in 3 Virtua Fighter games. And not only that, but then like trying to learn Lao in all those 3 games where, I mean, Lao doesn't seem to change that much from game to game, but still you'd be having to keep in your head like which version of which Lao moves work in which game. So I think to keep things more manageable and way less confusing, I'm just going to, for the most part, play. Oh, we have to hold for it. Play, oh wow. Oh, that's how you go back. Okay. Weird. Oh man, see, this is where we're already getting to the point where it's just, I don't want it. Akira's too complicated, it's ridiculous. Oh, but you can hit a button to... Why doesn't it just have it here? So you have to go all the way in here to play the demo? That's kind of clunky, but whatever. Well... And you do need this, I have found in the past anyway, that I do need the demonstration videos, because some moves, the timing is not obvious of when you hit certain parts of the sequence. Anyway, so to keep things manageable, I'm just gonna decide which game I like the most for each character. So like for Lau, I didn't really have a preference for him between games, but given that I overall have an affection for Virtua Fighter 4, this is kind of the first VF I fell in love with, I'll probably just play him in Virtua Fighter 4. Also, Virtua Fighter 4 has Kumite mode, which I kind of like the best. I kind of like it better than Quest mode in 5, and I like Quest mode and Kumite better than Special Sparring in Final Showdown, just because they're, I don't know, seems like more like a quest. So that's kind of how the logic will proceed, so that's what I'm going to try to do in the next video if I can figure out how to actually do that on screen. And then once I have figured out then which games I'm going to play which characters in, then the next videos, which I think will get me to number 100, episode 100 of these videos with voiceover, will be starting off doing the command training for those characters in the game that I've decided to play them in. Now there will be exceptions, like I think Vanessa. Well, Vanessa I like most in 4, but she's kind of like really different in each game, and I just like Vanessa, so I might end up playing Vanessa in definitely in 4, maybe in Final Showdown, because she's totally different in Final Showdown. And then I kind of still, I think, worth kind of playing in 5, so I don't know, I might play Vanessa in all 3, I don't know. That's probably too ambitious. But stuff like that remains to be figured out. But anyway, I will be doing that, figuring out in the next episode, and then starting the episode after that, the plan is to start doing the command trainings for the characters I'm going to try to actually learn, because I haven't done command trainings to date. I've just been getting in and pushing buttons and flailing around. Sometimes worse than others. Probably the worst has been Akira, because I just can't do most of his stuff. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching my initial playthroughs of characters, at least this one. I don't know why you sat around this long, but thank you for doing it. And if you want to see me doing command trainings of different characters, well, and then, you know, then jump in. My idea, I think, would be to do command training, and then hopefully that wouldn't, I would still have time left in the evening or whatever I was recording to jump into, you know, Kumite or Quest mode or Special Sparring, and try to use some of the stuff I just gone through, so it doesn't all just evaporate from my mind instantly, which it probably will. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. I'm sorry about Akira. I do at least like these costumes. And as this jazz piano soothes our ragged nerves, I will say good night and see you again sometime, I hope.